My favorite thing about painting is that it's like I plunge into a whole new world. No matter what stressful thing I have going on with my kids, finances, whatever, when I start painting, all that just kind of melts away and it's just me and the painting and I just get lost in it. A lot of my technical training was at college. I got all the anatomy training. I got the basics of oils nailed down at UVU. But when I graduated, I felt like there was an enormous puzzle in front of me and I only had half the pieces. So I was trying to figure out, how do I provide for a family with this? I was in my unfinished basement by myself, trying to build up my portfolio. And I was down there every day, and before I'd start painting, I just felt like I was being attacked with thoughts and feelings that you can't do this. You're a full-grown man. What are you doing in your basement by yourself painting? I met Bill Whitaker, and he became my mentor, and he is one of the best portrait artists in the world, and he happens to live in Provo, Utah. I started studying with him full time and I got to paint next to him every day, and I would just sit there and watch him paint and he would give me critiques on mine, and that really helped me fill in all those puzzle pieces that I was missing from college, and I felt like it made me bridge that gap of being a good artist to a professional artist. I started trying to figure out, what can I sell? And I really jumped into portraits. I started doing commissions for people, and most of them were portraits of their kids or grandma or family portraits, and I stayed pretty busy. But even when I was painting the image, it was always in my mind, what's the next source of income going to be, and how are you going to get the next painting and the next painting? But those things just always seemed to come. When I was getting near the end of a painting, another opportunity would come up, and then another one would come up. You know, I had all the training. I worked my tail off in college. I worked really hard with my mentor to get my technical skills where they needed to be. I put all the time into it, and now there's time to perform and start providing for my family. I did this painting to represent that time in my life. I did this piece of a young ballerina. It's called Awaiting Entrance. She's put all the work, the sweat, the blood into her training, and she's about to enter into her first big show, and it is scary. I can only imagine what that's like for a performer. They're probably in the backstage thinking, am I good enough? Am I gonna make it? And that's exactly how I felt. Am I good enough? Am I gonna make it in this market? Can I provide for my family? I got all these young kids depending on me, and am I good enough?